EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down is Kaepernick. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go, D.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Takk McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Number 20.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Herbert has it knocked free. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. Yeah. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for C.J. Board there. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Record. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to...
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 28 yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now...
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coleman now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 91, 91. That's 22, that's 22. I got you, pump, switch. Check 37.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Coleman. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And there goes Kaepernick. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from...
Texans.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Herbert gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Herbert is going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 50, here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, it still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Taken down at the 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. This is Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before.
Start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this complete to board. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Indianapolis.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. The sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
On downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on first down. Coleman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Hill on the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead. Together, a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Again, it's Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much, as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Great handle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
First down, Colts.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, Herbert. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans... Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
The
end result, 21 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Herbert off of play action. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. It's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Kaepernick now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check pass, check pass. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You look right now. Move. Hey, check Mike 21.
To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good. We're at sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Justin Herbert caught on the right side by Adams. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Herbert on first down now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason